Hello, my name is Leslie Youngs. I'm a pharmacist on the medical information team here at Epocrates. I work with our technical and design teams to ensure that the content and features in Epocrates are accurate, relevant, and practical for clinicians like you. The Epocrates drug feature provides essential prescribing information and safety details for thousands of brand, generic, and over-the-counter drugs. The quickest way to navigate to the Epocrates drug information is through the search bar on the home screen. Simply type a drug name into the search bar. In situations where you'd like to learn more about a new or unfamiliar drug and you can't remember the product's name, you can use our Browse feature to find a drug. The Browse feature is also helpful when you're considering different drug options and need to see a list of related drugs. To browse the drug topics in Epocrates, open the Drugs section. This screen gives you the option to search or browse. Below the search bar, you can see the list labeled Browse Drug Classes. To browse, you will use our two levels of classification, drug class and subclass. First, select a drug class from the list. Let's select psychiatric. This is the list of the drug subclasses under the psychiatric class. As you can see from this list, Epocrates subclasses can be therapeutic, such as bipolar disorder, or pharmacologic, such as SSRIs. Let's select SSRIs. Now you can see the list of all SSRI drugs in the psychiatric class. Tapping on any of the drug names listed here will take you directly to the selected drug topic. In this list, notice how there are separate listings for generic and brand name products. For example, we see Celexa, a brand name product, and citalopram, a generic product, as separate items in the list. It is important to understand that these two listings will not take you to the same drug content. Epocrates provides drug topics with product-specific information. This means that there is a unique drug topic for each brand name product, as well as a separate drug topic for the generic product when one is available. Brand and generic products can differ in the available formulations, indications, and dosing. For example, the citalopram generic product is available as an oral solution, but the brand product Celexa is not. Brand and generic products often have different manufacturers and pricing as well. In Epocrates, a generic drug topic covers only the strengths and forms available on the U.S. market as a generic product. Likewise, each brand topic is specific to that brand name product. Let's take a closer look at the Epocrates drug content. Imagine you have an adult patient with newly diagnosed neuropathic pain and you would like to start her on gabapentin. Before writing the prescription, you need to review the drug information for gabapentin and verify the appropriate start dose. Let's go back to the Epocrates home screen by tapping the home icon. Search for gabapentin. Select gabapentin from the search suggestions and navigate to this topic by selecting the name. Using the intuitive drug topic menu, you can quickly navigate to the specific information you're looking for. Let's select adult indications and dosing to find the appropriate dose for your patient. At the top of this section, Dosage Forms gives you a list of the available forms of this product. Below Dosage Forms, you can see a list of indications and uses for the drug, with the appropriate dosing below each indication or use. You can quickly find neuropathic pain on this screen and review the dosing information below it. Notice how neuropathic pain is marked as an off-label use. Epocrates includes both FDA-approved indications and off-label uses and dosing. Off-label uses are always clearly labeled with the words off-label after the use. Now let's scroll down to the bottom of this section. Following all of the indications and uses, you will find information about dose adjustments for patients with renal or hepatic impairment. In this example, for gabapentin, we see specific dose adjustments for different levels of renal impairment based on creatinine clearance and dosing guidance for patients on dialysis. After you've reviewed the adult dosing section, simply tap the back arrow to return to the main menu for this drug topic. Before prescribing gabapentin to your patient, you'd also like to review the information about adverse reactions to educate your patient on what they may expect and note any serious reactions to look out for. From the menu, select the Adverse Reactions section. This section includes a list of serious and common reactions. Serious reactions are included regardless of incidence. These effects are typically grouped by organ system or severity. The decision to include an effect as a serious reaction is based on its potential to cause death, require major medical intervention, or result in significant morbidity, dependence, or abuse. Under common reactions, epocrates includes all adverse drug reactions and lab abnormalities reported in at least 2% of patients at a recommended dose for any indication that occur more frequently in the treatment group than the placebo group. This may vary for products in which such information isn't available. For example, if the data is reported differently in the product labeling, such as greater than 1% or greater than 5%. Common reactions for prescription drugs are generally listed in descending order of frequency. For over-the-counter products, common reactions are listed alphabetically in epocrates. If an adverse reaction doesn't meet our inclusion criteria as a serious or common reaction, but is nonetheless serious, severe, frequent, and or strongly associated with the use of a drug, it will be included at the end of the common reactions section.